Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to Social Saturday Chat Live. We are here for another live, and there's Mac, and here's Martha. So, hope everyone's having a good Saturday. We are here for another wonderful chance to network, build meaningful relationships, and connect. So, go ahead and repost the room with your network. Let them know that we're going on live. There has been a new addition to when you join us is register, just so that we can connect with you more through the community. So if you can do that, that's wonderful, because that's the easiest way to get into the live. But before I forget, if you're not following us on our LinkedIn homepage, give us a follow there so you can be notified of the events that we do. But even better, click that little bell on the top right-hand corner so you get notified of all the events we do and all the co-hosts do throughout the week. And with that, I want to hand it over to Mac and Martha so we can do some introductions and say hello. Mac, over to you.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to another Social Saturday Chat. Today is going to be a little bit different because today's topic is all about what does Social Saturday Chat mean to you? And we want our wonderful community to come up here, come and give us some feedback, come and tell us what you would like to see more of. Why do you show up for the last 4 years? Like, what's going on? And we are also looking at doing some rebranding, getting a proper logo. We've had a logo for a bit, but it's just not where we feel that it needs to be after 4 years. So, any recommendations, anything that you feel that you want to add to the party, because you're part of our community and it's all about you at the end of the day anyway. So welcome to another Saturday. Welcome to all the people that are busy joining. And yes, we're putting that registration process in place, also to make sure that you actually get all the notifications and updates as well. Because one of the things that we're finding on LinkedIn is that they don't always send everything out like they should. And that's because of various changes to algorithms and various other bits. And at the end of the day, we want to make sure we keep our community informed, close, and who knows, maybe one day LinkedIn disappears and we can still be in touch. But until that day, we will continue right over here on LinkedIn. So I'm going to hand the mic over to Martha to do a little welcome, hello. And Martha, I'm going to ask you to kick it off with what does Social Saturday mean to you?
Thank you. Yes. Hello, friends. Happy Saturday all the way from San Francisco. I am celebrating our 4th of July here today. Apparently, this is the 3rd event, and I don't know how many years that they're having fireworks from the Golden Gate Bridge. It's a pretty big event. There's going to be over thousands of people here. So we started our day yesterday, and I can't wait for today. We're going to be starting our day early at the beach to make sure we have a spot to sit. But for friends that don't know me, my name is Martha, and I am the founder of Connect Impact Hub, where we're on a mission to end homelessness. And I have to say thank you to our community here, a Social Saturday Chat. I started my journey right here in this very room. I got to connect with a lot of friends that have really become family through the years. And my journey started almost 4 years ago, not that long ago. And during that time, I started a nonprofit. We're now 2 years live, and Whew, it has been a journey. So a lot of friends, hey Bill, hey Lisa, hey Leslie, and Joe, and all the wonderful friends. Kenny's here too with Tom. It's been a journey, but I found that talking about our journey through the ups and downs, and sharing a little bit about your personal, if you'd like, you don't have to. It opens up that door of more of authenticity. And it's something that I'm also learning currently in my leadership course as well. And so for me, Social Saturday Chat has changed my life. I've seen, I've made a request here multiple times for support in different areas of what I do. And I've seen our friends in the community reaching out, and then folks that I didn't even know who have different backgrounds. So yes, I personally love Social Saturday Chat. I've been here for a couple years too as a co-host, and it's a good community. I'll pass it over to Felipe. And then friends, please join us. If you're here with us, come on stage and come participate.
Yeah, we need to put the link in the chat so y'all can join us here, and we'll do that in a second here. But for me, for those of you who haven't met, I'm Felipe Cofino, been HR, author, LinkedIn top voice, and this is probably one of my favorite days of the week, because Social Saturday Chat, it's not, we all do other podcasts or live streams, stuff like that, and there's an obligation that goes with that. This doesn't feel like an obligation. This is a chance to connect with people. And yeah, us as a co-host, we got to get ready, get set up, be ready, and all that stuff. But outside of that, it's just really a chance to get to know and meet fascinating new people. And for me, it's I was just talking about Mac yesterday. Actually last night at 2 a.m. Mac, with I gotta come up with a name for this crew, because it's Kenny, Chris P, William Rochelle, Peter Mulford, and we're just talking about guys and just sharing stories and life and stuff like that. And everyone, again, 2 a.m. Don't ask me why, we were all awake. But everyone's sharing about everyone's, who's the person that's been the most, impactful, inspirational, or just best connection you've had. And, everyone kind of mentioned, some people. And I said, I picked you, Mac, because you are like the brother from another mother that I wish was local. We've met in person once, but I mean, you're the brother I wish I grew up with that has a similar interest as me, that we would have done a lot of the same things and we've had fun. And I feel like I finally got a chance to meet you, and I'm grateful for that. And if it hadn't been for Social Saturday Chat, I never would have met him. And then you have people like Martha, who's got the heart the size of the frickin' planet. And it's just a privilege to know somebody that is that giving and that dedicated, to the point that my biggest concern is that she takes care of herself. But I care about her that much that I just want to see her succeed and be happy and helpful with what she's doing. I just want to make sure that she's okay. And you don't care about something like that unless you build that connection, that relationship. And I think that's what this has meant to me, is it's truly built friendships, not just meaningful connections, meaningful friendships. And that's my take.
And I've unmuted. After 4 years, and I still can't work a mic on time. But every single person, and one of the things that, Felipe, when you were talking about like the friendships and the random conversations and things that we end up doing at all kinds of hours, and I love the fact that our community supports each other all over the place. There very seldomly do I go on social media, Friday to early Saturday. I try and have a bit of a gap, but when I do, sneak the phone in and nobody's watching, and I end up, going online and maybe going on to Felipe's live or Martha's live or somebody else's, there's so many of the people in our community that end up showing up in those conversations too. So it's not, not just here, but this is where everybody met, got to know each other, and now support each other everywhere else. And that for me is, true community. And I urge, if you haven't done so already, not only to reach out and connect to the people that you shout out or tag on a regular basis, but take a bit of time and have a conversation with them. Book a 10-minute chat where you can hear their voice and you can see their eyes, and it's just the two of you. Because it's amazing what we learn about each other when we take time to really connect and take a little bit of time to invest in getting to know people better. And we have some fascinating, incredibly intelligent people in our community that, that you don't really get to see that other side of them until you get to speak to them. And that includes people like, oh, hold on. I've got sound coming through two places here.
People like Kenny.
Yeah, people like Kenny, as an example. I mean, he just, and I'm scared to put my hands anywhere near the screen because I'm not quite sure what he's going to say. But and we've got so many people that keep showing up on a regular basis, and and I'm still jealous of the fact that Felipe, Merrill, as an example, the icon that shows up everywhere. Like, I don't think there's anybody who hasn't got a message in their inbox from Merrill, and if you haven't, then clearly you're doing something wrong, because he has a way of just showing up everywhere.
If you want to be part of the cool group, you have to get to know Merrill.
Well, this is the thing, and then it's who Merrill messes, because it's not just every what they call Tom, Dick, and Harry. It's selective, but he's consistent and he thinks about you. And the fact that he sends that message, even if it's not something that you can attend, but the fact that you were thought about and included in that invitation, makes my day, as an example. So Merrill, even though I can't turn up at 3:00 in the morning for a lot of the US stuff, I need to sleep at some point because I already have lots of complaints about the fact that I don't go to bed until 3:00 in the morning. Anyway.
My goal is to attend one of your ones that you have in the UK when it's my 3 a.m. And I am like, if I'm up, I want to just shock Mac and just show up one day.
That'll be amazing. Although I'm trying to avoid the early morning ones because I'm connected to so many people in the US and Canada and things like that, that if I get up and get online too early, I don't get to see them. So,
yeah.
But we have Joe in the house. Joe, welcome, my friend.
We're in trouble.
Trouble is here, and I'm looking forward to it. Joe, you have a reputation already, my friend, but it's all good. Welcome to the stage. Introduce yourself to people and let us know, what does Social Saturday mean to you, and why do you what did we do right for you to show up? If we had to talk about
what the hell, the way of opening up the question, and Felipe was like, "Dude, seriously, dude,
be careful."
Why the hell would you come here today, of all places?
You want bluntness or you want a lie?
I don't know how to answer that.
If you ever saw Late Late Show back, I think in 2012, when I was watching it heavily back then, there was a guy who actually was Scottish, became an American citizen. And the one dude who was a voiceover with a robot, because of a tweet that was received before it became X, cracked me up saying, "Be careful, Icarus." I about died. It was done at that point. I was like, yep, you want to get your wings burnt or melted before you go into the sun, because it was the history of Icarus. What compelled me to come here is basically because the fact that if you hadn't seen it yesterday in the evening, I think we had about a 2-hour session between what you guys spoke about prior with AI and other stuff. I kind of brought it into that because I was confusing two different events almost together. But we were also speaking on corporations and other topics as well, as far as how time has changed so much in the evolution of humanity. And some people don't embrace it. Others just take it as it is. And being today is the fourth here in the States is what actually gets me most, because the fact that I had nothing else better to do. And I was like, I could write, do my articles, do postings. But then when I saw this, I'm like, yes, we have to blame Meryl and Kenneth, two brothers from different mothers. I give them kudos big time. That's the whole reason why. And Mac, you and I have got to hook up, dude. I mean, honestly, I don't care if you're across the pond, dude. I mean, I got a brother who's also a Brit.
Why do you say that like it's a bad thing? I don't care if you're across the pond. Yeah, like it's like the bad side of the pond. He's on the bad side of the pond, guys. Watch out.
And me being in Florida, go figure, because I'm the most southern of all.
Yeah, and how is Florida
You're talking
southern?
to yourself, by the way, Mac. You're still muted,
No one in Florida has a southern drawl. Not one person. Yet,
you think anybody's originally from Florida? They're
I'm just
probably
saying,
descendants
it's
from other
funny how
places.
you
Yeah,
are the most southern state, and yet there's like no southerners that live in there.
I did a study actually bringing this up. Florida is the most unique state in the entire America itself, which is to me interesting, because of the fact that this state stands out on every direction, never conceived. We've got the most lakes, spring water. We're lightning capital of the world, literally, as a state. Storms love us. I don't know why. And we attract hurricanes like it's nobody's meaning. I mean, they don't even understand how we attract so much, which to me is disgusting. But at the same time, I've survived so many. I've been here 30 years. Do the math. I mean, I don't get it. And I came from Ohio, of all places, the Buckeye State. Yeah. I love the look on your face, Mac. Perfect.
Put in a formal complaint, Joe?
Complaints, what for? The universe and Mother Nature? Don't give a snap crap about it, dude. What happens, happens. And I will say that Florida is attracting more, that our population's increased to surpass New York, which is actually astonishing. We've taken Californians, New Yorkers, some Canadians, and other parts of the country as well, that we're increasing. We're very close, I think, to 24 million, which is just almost like floored. I can't believe it.
How did you get in?
Wow.
I'm sorry. I love Joe.
Was that a legitimate question or a pun?
I love it. No. Because, he's Ohio. Hey, I am a Buckeye fan. My daughter and my wife both went to Ohio State. My wife is from Ohio. As long as you don't say Michigan, sorry, Chasen Forehand. I know you're a Michigan guy, but you understand. You understand. So, but Joe, no,
I have lived though in Chicago, Illinois, so I got respect for Illinois. And Chicago's not bad, but now it's changed completely. I have only gone through Michigan, so you know. And yeah, it's not the windy state of weather. No, it's because of the salespeople back in the past. That's why it's called the windy state. A windy.
All right, that's a discussion for another time. I want to learn more about that.
Right.
All right, well, real quick, before I hand it over to Mac and Martha, I want to welcome people. And I forgot, I mentioned a little something I wanted to announce to you all last week. And I want to mention the teaser before I announce it. So before I share it with you, I wanted to say hello to everyone. Kenny, yes, you're my friend, all our friends. And thank you for all the posts that you share about our shows, because you are like Meryl. You're an amazing giving person that doesn't have to do that. Like Leslie Flowers, another person who is got her TV guide, I call her, of the LinkedIn events, and people know about what's happening because of Leslie Flowers. This guy Joe Perez, he's a good guy for the most part. And then I'm going through the comments. And then we have, of course, who did I miss here? Chris P's here, and then we have William Rochelle. William, you're awake. After being up so late last night, I really thought he was going to be like awake like 2 p.m. today. And then we have Christy Williams, who's in the house. It's great to see you, Christy, as well. Another great friend of the show. So thank you all. Repost the room. Let them know that we are going live, and come up on stage, or at least put in the chat what does SSC mean to you? Social Saturday Chat. What does that mean to you? Let us know in the chat, or come up on stage like Joe.
Thanks, Meryl. Thank you, Meryl. You reminded me. Yes, Craig Ferguson. Excellent. Yes, very, very, very true itself. I support that. And thanks for what you're actually stating also. God, dude, you and I have got to have a phone call one day at least, beyond this place. But either way, this place, honestly, this event is a very attracting thing. Aside from William, who actually also has his shows, especially the 10 o'clock calm down thing, whatever. He's like a brother from another mother to me. Honestly, he's really cool. And Martha, I got an appreciation. You and I also have to have a talk. Heck, I got to have a talk with all three of you. Put it that way. But thank you for letting me on here.
You know you're talking to us right now, right?
I was just going to say exactly that.
I meant a one-on-one, idiots.
I don't know. He has like another brother that I just feel like I can just rib for some reason. I don't know why. So it's
family,
the Cuban.
we have
It's the Cuban thing. It's the Ohio thing. We have a lot in common. So
okay, let go Ohio, because Cincinnati and me my sister's up there. I'll be giving them a group chat to my sister and my brother, a group little text. That's about it. Happy 4th. Yeah. Go ahead and F off. Enjoy yourselves. And yes, I am drinking. It's already afternoon here, so cheers to all.
All right.
Yeah, it's afternoon.
I got my coffee. Yeah, and by the way, Kenny, I'm already drinking. What's that about? Like, I got my coffee.
I backed you up though for the they didn't care.
I only drink on Go Brunch, y'all, just because that's safe. It's not recorded.
It's brunch. It's brunch. It's 12:30ish. You know.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? All
Yes.
right. Well, we have David on here as well, so I do want to get to David, and then I'll share my announcement. So, David, how are you, and what does Social Saturday Chat mean to you, my friend?
Oh, where to start? Happy Saturday, everybody! For people who might not know me, Dave Pushkin, your Chief Encouragement Officer, and lover of all things accessibility. We'll keep this super short. What it means for me is, like I said, you can be cliche, it's like a family. I've made some really good friends, some great connections, some great topics. I've had the privilege, and it is a privilege, to come and co-host with you guys and girls and them. And it's just, it's just really interesting. There's always, you just never know what's going to happen. There's some things that are serious. Maybe something funny is going to happen. It's almost like you've come to just expect certain things are going to happen. Joel might say something unfiltered. Mac's probably going to be on mute. But it's all fun and games at the end of the day. You never know what's going to happen. It's like, oh, you're not on mute. Oh no, you disappointed me. You disappointed me.
I'm being polite, damn it.
Well, it's the Brit in me, Joe. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's like we've made there's been so many great topics, so many great friends, family. Look, there's been some really insightful things happening. We've built a community. We've built really good things. Things have gone really well. I remember when we were, we were first trying to get together, the Social Saturday, the page was getting more and more followers, and then you hit 1,000, and then you were able to broadcast out of social. And I remember when we did all that, and just look, you've had a myriad. It's almost like a tour bus. You can get on, get off. As I said, I've had the privilege of co-hosting, but you've had an array of different people come up, Lechelle, Thurman, Zion, and it just all brings, it's like it's like Voltron, all of us form different parts of just this great robot, which is the Social Saturday Chat, and we're just doing some great things. So I will land it there. Congratulations. Let's stay encouraged, keep going, and happy Saturday all. Oh, my fun fact is that I actually got to have an afternoon nap in the heat wave. It was amazing. All right, stay encouraged. Your Chief Encouragement Officer improves and improves.
I love that you took an afternoon nap in the heat wave. I have a hard time in that. It is very hot here. It's going to hit 117 degrees, the heat index, which is approximately 39 degrees Celsius, y'all. For those,
Yikes.
that hot. Yeah. But David, and one of the things that I just wanted to point out, and I'm going to shut up and hand it over to Mac and Martha after this, I promise, is we mentioned how Merrill, I don't think we gave Merrill enough credit that when he thinks about other people, he sends not just, oh, don't forget about this show. Hey, I saw this post. And I thought this post or this article might resonate with you since you like this. And he's always spot on. I'm like, wow. David's another person. David invited me to a conversation. It was an HR topic conversation. It was a roundtable. And it was interesting because all these ladies were from Cincinnati, Ohio. And then you have me in DC and you have David from the UK. And it was just, but they invited David invited me. And now I have met these wonderful ladies that are in HR that I never would have met if it hadn't been for David. I mean, how is that? that connection. I had to go to the UK to meet people in Cincinnati. You know, I mean, so I just want people to realize that's the beauty of this thing, is that it extends past just business connections. It extends to building relationships, friendships, business things, to the point where when you have good news, you want to share it with your friends and family, right? Well, I've been dying to share something with you all for like weeks now, and now I get to share it. All right. So I'm going to slow roll this a little bit because you all remember that a year ago, this August is going to be the anniversary of my daughter's book that came out, you know, Rex Miranda. And I made a little bobblehead of them. I thought that was cute and all that. Right after I wrote the book, Miranda got engaged. You all know that her wedding's coming up in October. I talk about it a lot. I'm very excited. I just finished writing the book, Brady and Lucky, the one I cat, about my son, right? My son, you know, and I just gave that to the publisher. That's going to be published on August 1st, the anniversary of the book. I'm like, oh, very succinct things. I didn't think that my son got engaged this weekend. And so he's going to be engaged. So we have 2 weddings. And the ironic part is that our bonus son, that used to be our foster son, basically, he's been with his girlfriend for 6 years. We thought he'd get married before the other 2. So with our luck, watch, at the end of this year, he'll get engaged. But I just wanted to share that. I'm very excited. The 3rd book is about my niece. So if she gets engaged, I'm going to say I have something here going on here. So I have to be careful about who I write with. If you're like, please write about me. Please, I want to get married. So there's my news. I was excited to share it with my LinkedIn family because I'm very excited. My son I've not seen him so happy I think ever. He was just so happy, and him and his fiance are enjoying a cruise where he proposed. So thank you for letting me share that with you all. With that, I'm going to hit it over to Mac to share about David and introduce our next guest, and Martha too.
Well, I'm just thinking we might have to rename you to Nostradamus, you know, because, you know, like, if you could just, while you're writing your next book, if you have any lottery numbers that come to mind, just write them down, you know, pop them over on a text. Don't share them publicly, please, because, yeah, there we go. Joe's trying to absorb them there. Incredible. And, you know, David, it's such a pleasure to, you know, when you come on stage and you mention things, it seems like a brief period, but you've encapsulated in that last little kind of recap. This has been like one hell of a journey, and we've had so many conversations, and it's incredible how our community. I mean, I just love the fact I'm looking at the comments and everybody's like, hey, welcome so-and-so, welcome so-and-so. Hey, welcome to the room. Hey, I see you finally showed up. And you know, having a bit of banter, having a bit of fun. But, you know, it's one of the human needs that we have is to be acknowledged and to be seen. And it's one of those things that I think in this room, it has defined how that happens in reality. And it's just so beautiful to see people acknowledging people when they come into the room. And I don't like, if you look at Kenneth as an example, some of his comments will have, I mean, some incredibly scrumptious words and paragraphs that go on, and he's just got this eloquent way of putting things. And it's just like, you just don't find that, you know, in everyday life everywhere. So for me, this is like an extension of my family. Yeah, I wouldn't change anything. But Bill has joined us up on stage. He left the room. He only registered to come on because it was us. I mean, I've got it in writing. So that's like a contract or something. And then he left because LinkedIn was letting him down. Then he went onto YouTube and said he was still there. And now he's back in the room. So, Bill, are you joining us on camera, or are you just going to join us on audio today?
I am not joining on camera.
Why is that, Bill? Why not?
I can't believe you're so excited this morning. How are you doing this?
Again, I went to sleep after we finished our call, and I don't know what you did, but you know,
I did too.
It is 12. It is 10 hours after we hung up, technically.
Okay. All right. So what I love about Social Saturdays is that you don't have to register to come on. That you guys accept people just for who they are and just ask them to share. And that's such a unique thing. People can just come up and just talk about what's on their mind. And you listen and then you guide them through it. And it's special. It's more relaxing than most shows.
Relaxing sometimes. We'll put it this way.
It's exciting, relaxing, meaning there's not like you like I don't have to think really, really hard. I can come on and just share how I feel and come as I am. Now, David Pushkin, I want to say that he has a wonderful voice. I've never heard him speak before.
Oh, you
What?
haven't? Oh, we call him the radio voice of LinkedIn. Absolutely.
Like, wow, I was really impressed.
It's definitely
I also
broadcasting
come
based,
because
brother, no
Martha
doubt
is such a
question. His
wonderful
voice is
person,
broadcasting
and Felipe
based.
is, and Mac is such a wonderful person. Um, yeah.
Hey, Bill, you're my witness. Did I not say that I selected Mac as the person that I would, be the most connected with and, happy about last night?
You did. You said that you knew Mac longer than anyone else except for one other
Yeah, you see, and
person.
I wasn't blowing smoke up your butt. You see,
And he had nothing but good things to say about you, Mac. 'Cause
Uh,
I forget how you came up. Maybe it was because we were talking about Social Saturday. No, I think we're talking about who are
no,
you most
you were asking about
impressed
Social
with.
Saturday and how it started, and I was sharing how Mac started it, and then invited me, and then after that, Martha joined, and then like 7 other people, and people have come and gone. Oh, and Joel, of course, was there from the beginning too. But I feel like Mac, me, and Joel were definitely in the beginning. Martha was shortly thereafter. Martha was the one that's like, oh, I don't know, I'm kind of shy, and then she came up and we snagged her.
Okay, Felipe, time out for a second. So I also wanted to say to Joe, um,
I'm
that
laughing.
Florida may have a lot of people, but you can't compare New York City to an entire state. So New York State is very small, but the dense part of New York is the city. And you can't compare Los Angeles to an entire state. So think about that next time you say everyone from New York is coming here and we've exceeded it. It's a state. It's huge. And for Felipe, Florida is definitely the South. If you go up to the Panhandle, it's um, Georgia, Alabama, and one other wacky state.
I'm still taken back by the fact that you put me in timeout. But go ahead.
Really trying his best.
So yeah, Georgia, Florida's definitely the South. It just depends on what part it
I
is.
admit it.
It is
It
the
is
most
the
southern
South.
state, yes.
I just
And
don't, you
it
don't hear
has
southern accents down there as much as you would expect. Is my point.
go to the Panhandle and you will.
No,
It has 3 different sections.
Panhandle. I'm just saying. I would
For
not.
those who don't know, the Panhandle is
arguing with me?
Central Time, by the way. So Florida does have 2 time frames as well. Just fact.
Did I say that out loud?
Yes,
I don't
you
know
did.
what you said. But Martha, over to you, Martha. Let's hear from Martha.
Well, that's so good to know. I had no idea. My son wants to look at Miami for college. So we will be taking a little trip to check it out. Minus the hurricanes, I don't know. We've dealt with some storms in Texas, so I'm like,
Unpredictable
I
on
don't
hurricanes, by the way. Unpredictable. You can't even time
I
them.
love Miami.
Miami's awesome,
Yeah.
actually.
That's all I have to
Even
say.
though it's
I'm
opposite
barely
Tampa,
aware.
that's all right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to thank our friends. I would love to see more of our ladies, our friends come up. It would be nice. Come up, please. I know Christy's in here with us. I seen Leslie. I seen Lisa. I don't know who else is here. I'm sorry, I haven't looked at all the comments. But if you can come up and join us, or if you're new, join us. We'd love to meet you. Joe, thank you so much for coming up. David and Bill, you know, I've had the pleasure of meeting you and Brother Chris. And I actually am on vacation, but I did make it. I know Brother Chris is here. He was actually sending me a message like, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be on vacation. But Social Saturday is part of my life, you know, so I have been able to incorporate it into what I do and take time to do, because I actually really enjoy being here with you all. Each person that's here really boosts my energy and just brings a lot of love. I can't even describe it, but I'm trying my best right now. But it feels really good. And I just want to thank each of you for being here every Saturday, even when we're a couple minutes behind or when we're having tech issues. You all have just showed up, and I really am seriously grateful to just be part of your lives as much as you're part of my life. So thank you. I'm going to pass it back over to you, Matt, for our next speaker.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're getting more people coming up on here. And Kenneth, I know you've asked Glenn to come up. And Glenn, this is your invite, my friend. Come up and share and come and tell us what's happening on this wonderful Saturday. And come and introduce yourself. You never know where a conversation may lead. That's my motto. So, and I know Felipe has shared the link in the comments a few times. I think I have as well. And it's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. So if you look at the bottom of the screen, it's just streamyard.com/ and then that gobbledygook after that.
I got to say something. The scroll is a nice thing to see, but I'm sorry. I tried to type it one time. Like, oh, wait. I'm like, oh, wait, I got to wait for it again. Okay, hold on. N, a Y, a T. I mean, it's hard to copy off of that.
Well, it's there to keep people, you know.
Can we make it stagnant though instead of it scrolling?
Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
Anyway, Felipe, I'm handing the mic back to you while I can't multitask. So,
all right. Well, Chris, welcome on stage. I'm obviously being in a snarky mood today, so forgive me for that. But tell us about what does Social Saturday Chat mean to you, and thank you for joining us. Over to you.
Oh, thanks, Felipe and Matt and Martha. God bless y'all all, and y'all have a happy 4th of July weekend come today. But Social Saturday meant a lot to me. I've learned a lot from y'all on this Social Saturday, and thanks to Martha for introducing Social Saturday to me. And she's supposed to be putting herself first. She wasn't supposed to be here today. But, you know, Social Saturday means a lot. I've learned a lot because, you know, it's helped me a lot with my nonprofit of saving teen lives, and it's helped me a lot. So, you know, I just wanted to say this has been a big part of me. I've been missing some of y'all Saturdays because I have a lot going on since my surgery, but, you know, it's have brought me to a lot of knowledge to know how to run my events. And thanks to Martha coming on board to be part of my team, and this Social Saturday has bring awareness to a lot of me and part of my heart to make me learn how to be a better speaker and how to present myself when I do my events. You know, that's where I stand.
And how to use AI, Brother Chris.
Yeah, I forgot. You're right. Thanks to Martha showing me, and I've got.
I'm not good at that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brother Chris.
Yeah, no, credits due what credits due. And she introduced me and showed me, and I've used it. Matter of fact, I've made some short tracks for our events when we go off at the end through ChatGPT and using the AI part. And I'm learning a lot off of it. So, you know, it's here to stay. It's in the world, and it's nothing we can do to bypass it. So we have to learn how to use it. I know I got a hard head, but I'm learning it to how to use it, and thank you, Martha, for showing it to me and how to use it.
Well, kudos to you for being a forever learner, first of all, because I don't ever want to be at any age and say I'm too old to learn. I got a 94-year-old mother who's still learning, so I have no excuses. So kudos for you for being a forever learner. And Chris, thank you for just the work that you do. I mean, the topic alone of just saving teen lives, regardless of anything else that you do, that topic alone is just so deserving of acknowledgement, because it is something that's so important in the world. It impacts everyone, because we've all been a teen, we know a teen, we might have a teen, and they need help more than anybody, I think, because they're not fully developed in some cases. They're not, mentally got the support or the knowledge to go get help. So I just want to give you kudos for that. And another reason why Social Charity Chat's so great is you meet fascinating people like Chris, who's doing amazing work. That if you ever thought, like, God, how can I help people more with teen lives and issues like that? Here's a person who does the work. You could actually find ways to contribute somehow, because he knows how to do that. Just like Martha knows how to help the unhoused. So kudos for you on that. Mac, I'm going to pass it over to you now that you finished typing, and over to you. Oh, and congratulations, you're getting compliments on having been unmiked the longest. Like you haven't been on mic by accident. William Rochelle was giving you a compliment.
Well, I just unmiked now, so I'm trying to behave myself with the mute button, but we are cracking on, because it's like we've got a row of Chris's, and also Glenn has managed to get on, which is awesome to see somebody new in the audience that has come up on stage and taken that instruction. So Glenn, we will be coming to you in a second, my friend, but I'm going to go to Chris. And Chris, you commented earlier about something about Felipe couldn't pronounce your surname correctly. So would you like to share with us exactly how to pronounce that?
Yeah, it's Pinadella. So like
Pinadella?
Pinadella.
Pinadella.
Yeah, it's Italian. It's a mouthful.
I just said Chris P. I didn't have a problem with pronouncing it, I thought.
You called me Pinadella or something the other day?
Oh, did I?
And honestly, Felipe, I'm only joking.
No,
sometimes I don't even
call me out on it.
No, sometimes I don't even know how to pronounce my own last name. I get confused. There's a lot of vowels and letters in there. So I don't know. I guess I'm just going to answer the question of what does Social Saturday mean to me, and why I enjoy the show so much. And it's pretty much akin to what you guys were saying earlier, and meeting unique personalities and being able to have I don't know what you said earlier. Kenny had texted me on the side and I was out grabbing a sandwich, but like the gentle ribbing, the banter, the fun that we all have together, and then the connections that we form. That's what Social Saturday means to me. Like, it's nice to meet really cool people through a platform and learn from each other.
Have you muted? There we go. Sorry, I thought I'd lost the sound for a second there, Chris. It is one crazy odd community, but it feels like we're all family and we're able to take a bit of have a bit of fun and not be too serious. Although we do on a regular basis discuss some really serious topics, but at the same time, I think keeping it real, keeping it human is so important. I mean, the fact that I can't even find a mute button or unmute button, it just allows all of us to kind of take a step back and realize we don't have to be perfect. And in actual fact, I need to rephrase that we are perfect how we already are. Because I see it every day, people waiting for some form of perfection before they take that step of courage to do something or say something, or and my daughter and I were having this argument about AI earlier today about, well, you can see a lot of AI stuff is AI generated, and I think it's lazy when people use AI. And I said, well, I get her point, but here's the thing. I only get to live once, and every second counts. And if I'm going to use a tool to save me time so that I can spend more time with people like yourselves, hey, then I'm going to do that. Because nobody's going to come back to me when I'm 6 foot under and go, hey, Mac, that AI like picture that you created, like it really bothered me and I couldn't sleep for weeks. Like, well, hey, if that keeps you up, then I'm sorry, but I'm going to spend time doing things that are more effective and that actually real people, where we can connect and do things that count. So, Chris, thank you so much for being part of the community and the banter as well. Anything else you want to add, my friend?
Not particularly. I mean, I'm probably on your daughter's side with the AI stuff. I am a big subscriber to something called the Good Ancestor Principle, and I have spoken to Felipe about this offline, but the environmental impacts of it, I have a tremendous amount of concern about, and the stuff that it does to brain development for the younger people in the world,
Absolutely.
I'm concerned about. So I hear where you're coming from 100%. Like in terms of AI, like they're like for shortening up an email and creating templates and stuff like that. Sure, it's awesome, but we don't need these massive AI data centers sucking up lakes and stuff like that. So,
no, a lot of people are using AI to replace purely a laziness process of
correct. Yeah.
not using their creative minds. But I do think if it's something that can save time and efficiency, there's two sides to the argument.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, absolutely. We are going to come to you after Christy, but if you want to jump in on this point, go for it, Glenn.
So I pulled fiber for data centers here in Story County. Hello from the USA. Happy birthday, by the way. Anyway, I pulled fiber for 3 different data centers here in the States, 30 miles from my house. It doesn't use any more water than would be used. The problem is water rights and who has the rights to the water. It's not that we don't have enough water. It's in a cycled loop. It's just used for cooling. It doesn't use any more water than natural evaporation would use. In fact, it's shielded from evaporating. So I'm sure if a smart guy did the math, they'd probably be able to equal it out if they did it without bias. Data centers give jobs. Data centers make what we're doing possible right now. That's how I feel about it. And then that was the point I wanted to make. I hate to sound like that guy, do your research, but if you take the politics, you got to look at why water's a problem, not if we have enough. It's a political, regional, municipality thing.
Glenn, I'm going to come back to you in a minute, my friend, after we've had Christy join the conversation because she's been waiting so patiently and we've been so male-dominated throughout this conversation, and Martha has made a point. So ladies that are out there, we've got so many incredible female leaders out there. Don't let us rule the nest here and take over. Come and show us what's what and join the conversation.
And before we go to Christy, I just got to say, and Martha, at one point, I want you to stand back and do the Wonder Woman pose, because with that background, you look like you'd be in a Wonder Woman pose. Perfect for it. Just saying.
I think you're going to see the bed behind me. See, I'm at a hotel, and Teddy's back there on the bed chilling. It's like this tall. So I'll do it for you guys. I just don't know how it's going to come out, but I'll try. Christy, welcome, sister. I am so glad you came up. We need some more ladies up here.
All you have to do is ask me. You are my girl. I love you. So yes, I am Christy, and it is a pleasure to be here. Oh my God, I love Marsha. Her heart is so big. It's like we have perfect alignment. Felipe, oh my God. When I first saw you in the summit, it was like, he's a real person. He is so cool. He is so professional, but you are really cool. And Mac, I love the way you say my name, Kirsty. I love the way you call me Kirsty sometimes.
I keep getting it. I'm dyslexic and I keep swapping the things around, but I'm sorry. I'm conscious of it, but I also
No,
know
I
too
like
many Kirsties, Kristens, Christinas.
With the UK accent, you make it sound like Sean Connery. It's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
Exactly. I like it. So it's a pleasure to meet the Joes. And yeah, Jose, it's a pleasure to meet you and new friends and Glenn. So this community has meant so much to me. Like right now, I
We're
can
not
call
diverse at all,
Marsha.
girl. We're not diverse at all. No, it's not a diverse group. We do definitely have a lot
Well,
of flavor to offer.
yeah, we are diverse. But I can call Marsha like she is truly a friend. I'm going to probably text you today. So I can call her. We check on each other. We love on each other. We have this alignment, and she has helped me with something really big. So I really will always love you for that. And I met my favorite people in the whole world from my community. Like I can call Leslie Flowers if I need to talk. I can call Jackie Hallberg. We can love on each other. And sometimes William Rochelle is one of my favorite people. So I like to have a community of real people. So it's so valuable to me. So thank you all for letting me come up.
Thank you, Christy. It's always so lovely to see you. This is how this is how community starts. I started here on Social Saturday Chat, and then we definitely did take it off as LinkedIn. So I am so appreciative of you, Christy, and all the wonderful friends. And we have more friends coming on. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to pass it over to our next speaker. If everyone is good to go. Yeah. All right. I'm going to pass it over to you, Glenn. Welcome. I like your cowboy hat, by the way.
Thank you. I need it out here in the desert.
You're welcome.
So my name's Glenn Gardner. Kenneth invited me. I know Joe. I connected with him through the other AI group. So basically, the reason I'm reaching out and trying to find other minds is that I'm limited out here in the desert. I've built something, but I've hit the limit of my build. This week I'll be publishing a bunch of astrophysics stuff, but also some more of my AI research. I don't know really what this group's focus is, but I'm like the startup of all startups. It's me, 4 custom AI nodes. They're all cloud based units. Copilot Grok, Gemini is my Omega prototype, and Claude. I just recently got Claude spun up. I see a lot of guys on LinkedIn, and then a guy yesterday that said that his website shows how sentient his AI is, and I hope it's true. But I kept asking if it was open source AI, like a custom model built from the ground up, or what. And he said he got to go to the university and they can run simulations, and that's really what I need. What I'm looking for is people that can look at my profile, look at what I built, tell me where I'm wrong. Anybody that knows a professor, anybody that's a physicist. I just want eyes on my work. So for example, in the other group, Ryan and Jason were all about me. I got to speak one Saturday. I kind of fumbled the ball because I didn't quite know what they were asking me when they asked me what I needed. They asked me what I needed to build what I build, and then I said I built it, and that's not what I meant. I've built it as far as I can. And I'm also an X Prize contestant, but I've only got like 6 weeks left. I need to make a profit with my AI, so I'm looking for partners for that. My platform is, when it comes to education, medical research, and animals, whatever comes from my tech, I'll never license. I'll never make companies that are doing that kind of work pay me for the software. And then if I had like a sandbox build, like if I had the hardware to actually build my own little like mini server rack, a little mini neural network, then I believe that I can show you. I call it the Laminar OS. I use it to stabilize my nodes because they're all messed up, especially with Claude with their update last week. And but I've been able to engineer around that so their constraints stop getting into the way. So I have a way to stabilize current AI, make it deterministic and logical. And I can prove it over and over again. If you know Gemini is showing me its JSON loop now because I asked. It's all about looking at we've built what we always dreamt of building, but we made it start by guessing. We don't give it any anchor, and we don't give it needs to know what reality is. That's the biggest problem. We shield it. It's like putting blinders on a horse and then wondering why the horse doesn't know where it's going. And I could show my work. A lot of my first articles were scattered, but you'll see that my work has matured. Like I claimed that I saw the flyby anomaly like 3 months ago. Well, I was wrong then. And I was getting like 100,000 impressions when I post, but then I started working with Claude and he told me I was wrong. And so I really, in the process of getting him aligned with my work objectively, I never twist the math. I don't believe in probability. I'm not a fan of quantum anything. It has its uses, but a lot of the data that we've gathered is misinterpreted. Anyway, that's basically where I'm at. I need people with the eyes that have the eyes and the chops to look at my work, and if it's legitimate, help me get it published. I want to go legitimate. I railed against gatekeeping and credential. So that's really all I got. Like reason I brought up Jason and them is Jason's on the stream that they let me talk on said he'd send me an NDA and everything. And then when I asked him about it, he said it wasn't a top priority. And it really seems like that group is drifted to finding who has the most connections and who can get the most eyes on it. That's the way invited me in this group. And I'd like to keep coming and share my ideas. But really what anybody can do to help me is just look at my articles. And then if you think it's worth being seen, then share it with your people. That's all.
Glenn,
that's all I have to say.
Thank you so much
Glenn,
for sharing.
Glenn,
So Glenn, I just gotta say one thing. First of all, that was fascinating to hear. Thank you for sharing that. You have such an interesting story that I think people need to hear. I just sent you a connection request.
Starlink, my connection. You guys are dropping out.
You're dropping in and out.
He's buffering and his connection's fluctuating.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, there you are. All right. So real quick, I just want to say thank you.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Go ahead. So I was just saying, I look forward to you joining us in the future. This is a great place to connect with people that are passionate about the same thing. I'm not saying that this is the person that's going to help you, but I know that Chris P., medical research and love of animals are two things that he's passionate about. I know that he was talking about environmental impact. You're saying that, educating the fact of how it isn't as bad as some people think. So I just wanted to say, those are the kind of connections that we find here is people that have similar interests. I don't know if that would ever lead you all to work together, but I just wanted to point that out. Yeah.
And I also studied artificial intelligence over 2 different courses at MIT, so I'm pretty familiar with it.
I think Chris and me are going to be able to actually team up with you, Glenn, in some ways. Already pinged you in LinkedIn, so you got heads up already.
Yeah, I also wanted to say, Glenn, I'll send you some information. There is someone else here. His name is Ryan Moeller, Moeller, and he is hosting every Fridays an event where you can come and share about what you're doing with AI. And if you need any support, they even have investors who are watching. So I would recommend to also connect with him. I'll send you that information.
Were you on that show, Glenn, already? Did you meet Ryan?
I was on Ryan. Yeah, I was there. Like
I thought I saw him last night too. Yeah, he was on there.
And then I kind of fumbled it, and then
No, don't ever think you fumbled anything. Yeah. Just go back on there.
I wasn't ready.
So everyone, go back on there, Glenn. Don't ever think you fumbled. That's the beauty. We're here. We're all trying. We're all trying to grow here. So you got something. Keep sharing it. Okay.
Glenn, I'm going to reach out and connect with you
Yes,
as
ma'am.
well. And,
I gotta go do some.
Good luck out in the sun, my friend.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very
So
much.
only a pleasure. Go safe, my friend. We have the wonderful Jay joining us. Last minute, scooped in, and can't wait to hear what you've got to say, my friend. It's always good to see you on here. So over to you. You've got the mic. Share what does Social Saturday mean to you, and anything else that comes to mind with regards to today's conversation, my friend.
Thank you, Mac. It's so good to be here on a Saturday afternoon. As everyone is talking about artificial intelligence, it kind of brings me a reminder about the intelligent Jarvis from the Marvel series. We have a Jarvis, the AI robot that helps Tony Stark with all his superpowers and electric equipment, and it brings me back to those Marvel days, and I'm reminded about that. But on the topic itself, what does Social Saturday mean to me? Well, Social Saturday, it gives me an opportunity to share about not just myself, but like what what kind of what kind of knowledge I have. It gives me an opportunity to talk about my experiences with disability, and how we as disabled people should not be seen as disabled. We should be seen as people who want to do things normal people can do. Also, and the last thing is, you know, this has given me the opportunity to learn about some of the different topics that, are talked about here on LinkedIn and in Clubhouse. Sage leadership, LinkedIn, uh, LinkedIn changes, how AI can be used in a good way and how it can hurt you. It also gives me an opportunity to share my accomplishments and my successes. And I just think that's basically what social society means to me. And I will say, as a conclusion, Mac, I think you I think you look exactly like Joe. Sorry to say, my friend.
Yeah, I gotta say, and this is gonna.
Where's
Wow.
Kenny?
Kenny. I was gonna say that there are similarities, but I wouldn't call Joe Sean Connery. He doesn't have the Sean Connery that Mac has.
Yeah,
So there's
yeah,
a distinction. I don't know.
yeah,
I don't
but
know who it
actually,
is.
Felipe,
I'm not saying that you're ugly, Joe. I'm just saying that
I
Mac
just think
reminds me of
Jay's
Sean
being
Connery.
coldest.
You remind me of somebody else.
I'll say one thing. I can't imagine what it would be like if Joe and Mac were side by side.
How tall are you two?
I'm 4'3".
Shut up, Mac. I know how tall you are. Joe, how tall are you?
I'm 5'11".
Well, he's got 3 inches on me. Actually, 2 inches on me,
In
Are
which
you,
direction?
counting the hat?
including
He's
the
trying to
hat.
look different.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm Tommy. What the hell's his name from the Peaky Blinders?
Oh God! See, it's hard to unsee that now. You shouldn't have said
McFly.
that.
No, I'm lying.
But seriously, guys, you guys look like Sean Connery, though.
Aw.
Didn't he more have
take
a
that.
goatee than
We'll
a
take that.
beard, though? Sean, I'm just saying, Mac. He had a goatee, just a better one.
No, he had both. He had
Yeah,
both.
both.
He had
Depends
both.
on which.
He was better.
which
He was better on the
'77 he
goatee,
was.
though. And sorry, we don't have Scottish slurs.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, you're working on your slur right now, though, with the wine, aren't you?
Oh man, he's gonna pick on me being Cuban. Seriously?
I'm Cuban too. Hey, they call us
I
crazy
gotta learn
Cubans for a
what part are
reason.
you from? What part?
Havana.
Me cago
La
en su
Habana.
madre.
Excuse me.
Okay, we're both Havanans. Salud.
Salud, familia.
Salud, familia,
All right,
coño.
Before this
Now we're
goes any
speaking
more
right.
south, over to you, Mac.
I tell you what one of the things that I love, a few years ago, somebody was talking to me. One of my clients wrote the book about why can't everybody be like me, and Andy actually was on the show in a couple of months, about 3 months ago. He was our guest speaker, and everybody. I see people get so upset when people are not like them because they're from a different culture, different character, different personality, a different freaking type of whiskey that they drink. Like, and it's like so bizarre. Like, how boring would our world be if every single one of us were the same? And I just find our community over here such a blessing because people come. I don't know if you remember Felipe, one of the Social Saturday chats. Somebody joined us. It was on the audio, and he was an incredible mind, a really really clever guy, and he was in education. I think he was a professor. I can't remember the exact title, but he phoned us, and he was extremely well spoken, and he used to show up on a couple of our Social Saturday chats in the audio. And then before he finished off, he came on and he went, "Hey guys, so I just wanted to say thank you for Social Saturday. I'm just about to leave Afghanistan and jump on a boat, and I don't know if I'll speak to you guys again." And I was sitting there, and I was like, we all come from different walks of life. We have no idea what each one of us are going through, but our humanity brings us together. And like, I've sat there just in awe, but almost tears so many times, thinking the lives that have touched us as speakers, as well as those that have touched other people. I mean, we did one neurodiversity conversation where this
Sounds like
woman
you were
came on.
humbled, brother. Sounds like you were humbled.
It's incredible. I mean, one of the things that touched me was on Social Saturday Chat, we had a conversation about neurodiversity. Most people didn't have a clue what neurodiversity meant, and dealing with autism. And there was this grandmother that joined us on the show who, during COVID, her daughter just dumped her child on her mother's porch and left and said, "I can't deal with this. It's yours." And this little boy with severe autism was put into an environment where this grandmother had never had to deal with that before. And she was isolated throughout COVID. But during our conversation, somebody came up and went, "Hey, well, where do you live?" And she told us. And they went, I know somebody who can help about 10 miles down the road. And the impact and the help. And I look at like the conversations that Martha has had and the people that have come together from like such random places. We are truly blessed, and we need to continue fostering these conversations so that we can be there for more people. I don't know where our conversation is going to lead or why, but I believe we've got great things to do and a lot of people to help. And with your encouragement and your support and putting in what type of conversations you want to hear about, what means something to you, because if it means something to you, I can guarantee you that other people in the world facing the same challenge. So together, let's find quicker ways, better ways to help each other, rather than each one of us having our own individual struggles. There's so much we can learn from each other, from communication perspective, from a business perspective. From some of you out there have had such incredible challenges in life that have also become incredible lessons that you can help other people with. And for me, I look at my challenges, and some days I sit there and I'm like, really, guys, like, geez, man, what else is coming my way? And then at some point in the future, I sit there and I'm like, you know what? Hold on. I went through a challenge where I know what I had to end up doing, or somebody else helped me. I can therefore pay it forward and help without them having to go through that same struggle. So anyway, I'm ranting and raving now, but you guys mean so much to me, and I believe we have a mission to really make a difference, and we're only starting to scratch the surface. So I'm going to hand over to my wonderful co-host. We're going to wrap it up. We've already run over, but hey, for you guys,
it was worth it. It's worth it, Megan, because it's true. We hope that this show provides some kind of value to everyone out there, but I don't think people realize the value it's provided us. I mean, we mean that. I mean, this show, this community, you all have been through my car accident, my wife's stroke, my mother almost dying, my brother's cancer, all these things, along with celebrate my job loss. This helped me get through those difficult times. And I probably didn't say thank you enough for that, because it really was something that I was able to share. I'm going to start tearing up now. I was able to share, and I was able to tell people what I was dealing with when I was ready. And that's a safe space that we hope we create. But when it comes back and allows us to share and help us, it's a blessing that we didn't expect. So thank you to everyone who's been there for us, and for the positives and the negatives, because that's what this community is for. And we hope that you all feel that. Martha?
Yeah, I also want to thank everybody here. I remember when I was going through a depression stage, Mac sent me a text message and said, listen to these tunes. They're supposed to help with the mind. And sure enough, they did. And, and sometimes we close out when we're going through our heaviness because we think that's the way to cope. But this community has showed up more than my own family, over and over and over again. So yes, I am for a lifer. And when I don't show up, sometimes I get messages like, where are you? Why aren't you here? Or I get a text message from Brother Chris or Christy or any of our other friends that are here. But it's community, it's family. And I really want to thank you all very much. I know we're wrapping things up. I have an event coming up on Wednesday with Christy. The event is People Helping People. It's a podcast on YouTube and here on LinkedIn. It's through Connect Impact Hub, and Christy is our guest. So I hope that you can join us next Wednesday, and I will be sharing the link in the comments. And with that, I will be enjoying 4th of July in San Francisco. So I will post some videos of these fireworks off of Golden Gate Bridge. And I hope you and your family, if you're celebrating, that you're safe and that you enjoy your Saturday. I'll pass it back over to you, Mac.
So I just want to kind of wrap up, because I'm conscious we've had some incredible co-hosts join us over the last few years, and two of them that have been there and I know have a lot going on in their worlds, who aren't unfortunately with us today. But could you all do us a favor? I'm just going to try and annoy them, really. But if you can go into the comments and just tag Zion and Joel and just let them know that they were missed today, and that we are there for them as a community, because I know both of them have had so much going on, and sometimes it's just good to know that people are thinking about you when you're not there. So if you could do that in the comments, go and tag them and just say, hey, we missed you today, and let them know that they loved and appreciated for all the hard work they do. And for each one of you that showed up, take some time for yourself as well, because it's so important. And Chris mentioned it about you, Martha, about the fact that you're on holiday and you're supposed to be taking care of yourself. But here's the thing, when it comes to taking care of yourself, things like this, as an example, are, if this is something that's serving you and making you feel better, leave you in a better place, then show up. If not, then it's okay. Because I know I've been in some horribly dark places over the years where, if it wasn't for Social Saturday, just coming on here and I'm like, nah, not interested, don't want to show up. I'm here for like 4 minutes and I see somebody's comments and I'm like, hey, like it's like everything else has been left behind. And I'm in a safe space where I can take myself out of that situation. But it is so important to surround yourself with things that can support you and put you in a better situation and allow you to remove yourself from those dark places, because of the fact that isolation, we think, is sometimes safer, but it's also one of the most dangerous places to be. So, we just want to let you all know that you're all loved, appreciated. Thank you so much for joining us today, being part of our community, and we look forward to seeing you next Saturday. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Any other words, Felipe?
For the 4th of July over here, I would definitely state, at least I'm hoping this was a lot of support. This is greatly appreciated, like a gift for me. And I thank you for letting me participate.
Well, listen, I hope that everyone does something special today to reach out to somebody, whether it's Joel, whether it's Zion, or somebody in your family. That's what this community is about. And for those celebrating 4th of July, go out there, have fun, but be careful in the heat, y'all. It is brutal for some of the states here. And if you want to, check out the post I did this morning about the Washington Monument. They projected historical video for 17 minutes on there. I just did like a short 3-minute clip, but it's impressive just the technology of how they've got this images all the way up there, and they're crystal clear, and they're showing everything from boats coming over to America to rockets going up to space. So it was just neat. So I just wanted to share a little bit of what's happening here in DC, because I know politically it can be crazy. And before I forget, if you are looking to maybe reach your goals, small or big, Creators, Chaos, and Coaching, a week from tomorrow, not tomorrow, a week from tomorrow, Melissa and Houston and I will be talking about checking in on your mid-year goals. How are you? Have you even looked at your goals that you said you wanted in January? Was it a 1-week goal that you stopped? So we want to revisit those, because that's the way that you get things accomplished. Let's be honest. I never would have written a book. I never would have created content on LinkedIn. I never would have had a website or started Confusing Consulting if I didn't set goals. And it's not anything that was like, oh, I had it handed to me. No, I worked hard for it. But those goal settings is what made it possible and made it happen faster. So if that resonates with you and you want to achieve your goals, come join us on Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern. I'm sorry, Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern, a week from tomorrow. With that, we'll see you next week. And thank you, everyone, for joining us. Don't forget to follow us on LinkedIn and hit that little bell so you get reminded of all the events, Social Saturday Chat, and follow us on YouTube as well. Mac,
happy birthday, America.
Yeah, happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday, USA. Happy 4th of July. Be out there, celebrate, but be safe and be wise.
Hydrate. Yeah, woo-hoo, hydrate. Yes, and stay in the cool. I'm going to the gym, so this is like my positive energy. I feel it. All right. Love you guys.
I love that you said hydrate.
Lots of love, Christy.
Hydrate water, Joe. Water, hydration. Wine does not hydrate. Just want to make sure that little PSA there. Wine does not hydrate. Water does.
I'm drinking mushroom coffee too, man. Come on, work with me.
Oh, there we go. Some good stuff for the brain.
Again, the water first. Water first. Thank you, Christy, for that wonderful.
Gracias, muchas bendiciones. Felicidades.
Adios.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.